It's me. It's that time again. Sorry I'm late on the stream. So we go again. Just been watching the Formula 1 with wherever the amount of action that's going off. Bloody hell. The sprint race, it just hits different. Anyway, I'm live. Let's get straight to it then. So, how is everyone? I hope you're all doing good. I hope everyone's doing well. So let's get straight to it then. So, this is round 4 of the GT World Series Nations Cup online qualifiers, and we are at Suzuka in the 1990s Formula 1 racing cars, and I just cannot wait to drive one of these in a league race, of course, no matter what format. So I hope everyone's doing good, and we have got some company for this lobby. Good evening, Archie. Welcome along, my friend. Hope you're well. Obviously just finished watching the sprint, so yeah, crazy, like what's going off about, you know. I'm trying to think, like, how is this like all happening? And then obviously everywhere you look at the track, it's just mental. But with business as usual now, business as usual. So this is currently qualifying, which obviously there's 15 minutes qualification left. Oh, you will be okay. Oh, then all is well from your end, my friend. And no problem, buddy. No problem. And regardless what you're doing next, Archie, then thank you very much for tuning in, as always. And hope the wheelchair basketball's going well for you as well. Just need to do a better lap than the 34 if I can. Let's see what lap times can I do on this one. Felt like I got a bit more speed on these set of tyres. times are getting more competitive now. I just lost it, but so whilst we're still at it, then I'm going to go for a quick toilet break, and then she'll be back in no time while the qualifying's still going on. So yeah, B26. And I'm back. Any improvements on some lap times? Well, obviously, another look at the wall with the sprint race being finished, so I'm not going to say what happened unless anybody's watched the sprint race, then obviously can be mindful on for those who don't want to know what's going on, because I've seen it myself, and I could tell you what madness that is. Madness. Anyway, so let's get back onto the track, and then so I did a 34-1, but obviously the looking at the field, it just looks pretty tough in some ways. So we're going to go out once more for some so what's going to be happening as well, there's going to be 12 laps of the racing in the just let this person by. And the tyre wear and fuel consumption rates all at ×1. So it is a straightforward sprint race on that occasion. No minimum pit stops required also. So we're starting to see some further improvements on lap time. I'm just bedding my tyres in as well. No, anywhere in the top 8, as I always say to myself, that anywhere in the top 8, jobs are good, and that's where you get some reasonable points as well as an increase in DR, which is the target, as always in any Gran Turismo World Series race. And listen to that noisy V12 engine roar. I might as well just come out and come back in and come out with new tyres. Just need to get on with the out lap also. So there's a bit of improvement. So far so good. Six-tenths off pole position with a 33, so if I could get anywhere closer to the 33 then happy days. Although I did do it in practice a 32. I am properly getting on with it. Not the ideal way to warm your tyres was knowing that you got some people behind you in for company who might be on a fast lap. So I will get to 2 flying laps in. Let's go. Probably lost a few tenths on the double left-hander. Let's see how much I might up on the second sector. So I lost a few tenths on that one. Last attempt now. No, don't do this. Ah, there we go. Onto the last sector now. Pretty tough quality. I felt good in the first flying lap after my second run, but oh well. All to play for, but you know, it's not getting out of ourselves. It's just well, see what happens at the start, and then what will be will be. Good evening, Alex. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you for tuning in, and good luck to you as well, my friend. Sorry that I had to turn on the stream a little late because as I was watching the Formula 1 sprint race, but yeah. Yes, Clay Jacks, welcome along, buddy. Hope all is well. I did feel about the pace of it. It's just like, for some reason, it's just like hooking up together on the last bit. But yeah, that I hope all is well from your end too, Clay Jackson. I say to myself that anywhere in the top 8, happy days. So that's my target at least. So this is the points ranking, and also for how many points you will get for wherever you finish. So but yeah, the industry is just crazy then. So, have a good race, good luck. I mean, this is thing, Alex, and obviously it's a beast for sure, but you just got to have the championship race and first championship race wheel on the. And good luck to you, buddy. 5 cars in the 10 since the other person. Let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. Good luck and have fun. Let's get round 4 underway. As the V12 engines rise to the top, the engine notes rising to the top. And we've got Alex in the Ferrari. And there's myself with the number 7 on the Monster, along with the number 96 on the engine cover. And there's Max Power in the Lotus. Well, we made out some places, which is a start. Good evening, Indian Stick. Welcome along, my brother. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope all is well from your end, my friend. Oh. Them slipstreams are pretty effective. Oh, somebody's had a crash! Set myself up ready for the lock overtake on the home straight. Traction's everything, even with no traction control. Fault-wise to it, and then somebody's struggling out further up front, and it's a third place driver. Jeez. Oh, bollocks! Bollocks! Literally the last thing I need to get hit from behind. This is madness, that is. Oh, man. One moment is all it takes to change the dynamic of this motor race, and that is the last thing I wanted. Fucking hell. Gonna have to. There's still a long way to go. Oops. Don't know what happened there, but... Oh, fuck's sake. This race is just going from bad to worse. Literally. Literally. So we're going to yellow flag. Somebody's had in that moment there. Bloody hell! Big crash up ahead. Oh my. This is just one of them races. One of them races all happening at once, and apologies to the individual. I know. I know. Bit of fighting going off there. My goodness. I know, Stig, I know. Well, Dizzy's got up to P10 somehow. Yellow flag, something's happened. And it's PLC. Oh, that's PLC with the who mentioned about the wheel before the start of this race. So so something's happened to PLC. And there's the Polish driver who's well, I'm not far off as well. So a lot can happen for sure in the last 3 laps, but you cannot promise anything. Whatever the motor race throws at us. I can sense a crash happening there further up front. But I don't want to jinx it, but I sense something happening. You watch. If I can get any closer. So I've eventually got to set in my personal laps also. So PRC did the right thing, you know, having gave the Polish driver a bit of a nudge, you know, to give the place back also. Because these cars are pretty tough to handle for sure, regardless what equipment you're using. But at least I'm able to get some valuable information in terms of the racecraft with a certain brake balance setting, and in terms of like where not to brake and so on. Oh, unlucky, buddy. A big moment at 130, yeah. So we're on the last lap now. Can feel my front tires graining. Oh man, I'm glad this is over done with, and apologies for the lack of communication from my end, because it was just exactly the last thing I need from what it turned out to be a shit show for some. I mean, you have to feel sorry for those who have been there in some party as well. So Max Power got P8. So hats off to him for a top 8 finish. Tell me about it, Alex. Tell me about it. Literally. I don't want to be like dwelling on it too much, but until I get to see the replay. Never mind, because there's not really a space on the thing. So what I'll have to do is just just get some replays deleted or something, and therefore I'll be able to get a better reading on. So apologies for that. So all I can say really is just unbelievable. Have you got the replay, Alex? But if you don't mind sharing the replay with us, and then we'll get to a better analysis as to see what what's happened also. You got hit, but the car in front of me was holding me up. Then I was slow with damage. Yeah. Fair dues, buddy. Fair dues. Obviously, Dizzy's still here, so very much appreciated. That's if you got enough storage a bit on your thing. But it was fun, and then no stress, buddy. You know, you did your best, and that's all that matters. And you've been respectful. I saw your moment with the Polish driver where you showcased your sportsmanship, and yeah. So no stress. He's left. I was just going to say that, but there's no stress about PLC, and you did your best, and showed some sportsmanship as well, which is all that matters, regardless. So, well, let's see if I can get to see the replay from Alex, if he can share it with us, if you don't mind. Yeah, that's what I thought about at one stage. I was thinking, surely that Alex must have had some damage or something, but so in my head, it feels like we're going to have to go once more. Just like to see no sign of the replay being shared just yet. And I appreciate it once more, Alex. And then obviously, then what happened also is that when I misjudged the braking a bit and then ran into the back of somebody, luckily the individual managed to keep it on the road, which then left me to be awarded a 2-second time penalty for causing a collision, which of course, fair dues. It's one of the things where they just, yeah. Obviously, I did give way to the person I made contact with at the same time also. But yeah. So, it's loaded still. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Uploading 40%. Just do a little something on it. And it's done. Okay, so let's look at the replay and see what happened from there also. So thank you very much, Alex, for sharing this with us, as I'm going to go through and see what happened. As I felt like he would just, first lap was just like a wicked start, you know, making up some places, having felt that the qualifying pace was definitely there, if I had to fluff my lines on some. So everybody on the standing start. And there's myself. I had traction control on, you see. Oh. I had to turn traction control on so that I could get a good start off the line. Apart from this person, because that person's been rolling and ended up with a... And it just stopped there. What are you doing that for? I do, mate. I love the grid start. It's either you make or break, and then... And I've just kept my nose clean altogether also. And obviously, I just kept within like our group of cars also. And then obviously, Ewan obviously was disappearing off at one stage. And obviously Kevin had bumper damage, or rear front wing damage I should say. And they just cooked it off as well. And I had a fantastic start, like a fantastic drive on there as well. That I just thought I could send it around the outside, and then Dizzy was able to hang it on the inside, whilst Silver and the Finnish driver were just battling for P5 at that time. And Dizzy had traction control and anti-stability management, and that of course was on me, but luckily I had to give way also, and no damage was done somehow. And somebody had a big crash there. I'd just like to see how the Italian managed to end up losing it at 130R. So it took too much curb and lost the back end, and boom. If that would have happened in real life, you know, Max Powers at the moment. Max Power somehow literally just... yeah. I see what you mean, but Alex. And Max are just like... That is a wicked 360 degrees from Max Power. Literally to keep himself out of the barriers and keep going knowing that it's not over till it's over. Talk about skill or luck, whichever you call it. I'd say it's been a both. And then we also had this. It just paused the game. Hang on. So he was getting chased. He was getting chased by the Italian. And then, of course, the Italian lost it on his own. And then, of course, he paused the game, which obviously there was just no need to pause the game right in the middle of the race. So that's like what literally caused the issue to not only himself, but to many other drivers behind as well. And that, of course, left the Lotus driver the innocent party, totally unaware on that situation. And obviously I was punted behind also, whereas the other person behind me had to thought that there was a gap, and then obviously totally unaware that the blue car was slow out, and then that of course is that's just a no-no on that one, I'm afraid. And that of course is a 5-second penalty for causing a collision like that, and the 3-second penalty go out to the finish driver, and that finish driver was the innocent party also, which only left him front wing damage. And they were still going forward as well, and then, I mean, tell me about it. It's just bang out of order, you know, just pausing the game when there's just no need to whatsoever. So that's what they call him, catfish. So I'd just like to see further up and to see what happened also. So the car had slowed down as well, and the pole sitter obviously just like to see further up as so there was Rocky, who thinks he's Rocky, could take the punch, but then the French driver was in a battle with the German. Yeah, this is thing, Alex. So looking back on the first lap, well, after the end of the first lap, that catfish dude, it was, well, if it is actually him, then obviously, it was this Italian. It's either this Italian or obviously you can see the PSNs as I had a different display on there. Not only that Italian has paused the game, but the other Italian who ran into the back of me. So I think it's that, yeah, the other Italian. Might not have been catfish, I could be wrong, my apologies on getting some PSNs wrong. Obviously because there's GT nicknames displayed on the replays, and then there's also, I had to display the PSN names so that I can catch what's what. Do you know what I mean? So therefore I'll be able to get a better perspective on the identities. I think it was the lap before when it would just slow out the German, and then the French driver lost it, and then of course the digger brakes and the other person were the innocent party as well. So that was just a no-no on that occasion. And out of front, obviously, Kevin's has gone way deep. Oh no, he's lost it, and then through goes the. He just goes past him. What the? Literally just goes past him. Goes past him through to take the lead of the race without actually having to overtake him on the left or the right. He just went straight through. So you just gamble by potentially sacrificing yourself and hope that you ghost past somebody. A worst case scenario is that if the ghost wasn't on, so therefore that he got a bit overexcited there by ghost passing somebody. But yeah, so and that, of course, Kevin, the German, retook first place, of course. So it's a battle for P1 on this occasion between the Italian and the German. And A bit of wheel banging going off there. Kevin's is literally not having none of it. Not having any of it whatsoever. So I'd just like to take a photo of myself, just for a thumbnail. And as I thought, why not? And then what I have to do about afterwards is to delete some replays that I don't even use anymore. There we go. And the battle for P8 was heating up nicely as well. And then came Dizzy as well, who obviously joined the three drivers that are battling, and obviously Digger Brakes had to dig his way through the Polish driver in the Mercedes. And Dizzy, that obviously is looking to make a move, maybe. Digger Brakes thought that there was enough of a gap to make the apex, to cover off a certain position that you're fighting for. Let's see about how the overtake has been done on. So the Polish driver went way wider than Dizzy goes through to make up a place up into P10. So not really much happening there from that end, but obviously Digger Brakes, of course, that's the PLC guy who was mentioned that that he's using the wheel. So respect to him for racing with the wheel, especially when you're going through speeds at 200 miles an hour in the cars that will weigh half a ton. The racing cars back when times were much simpler, with the simple engines and lighter monocoques, etc. So, and obviously like more dangerous when you put your set on the line. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, definitely. The qualifier is the best part. So obviously, in order to get results from it, then obviously you're going to have to qualify higher. Then obviously, and something happened to the Polish driver, unfortunately. Obviously, I was in a perfect spot as well, as I was right behind the pair of them. And the tyres were okay, but mine were worse. Obviously, especially with me being the pad user, and that. It clipped the inside curb about a bit of grass, which is what happened to the Polish driver. So very fortunate to see what happened there. So there were some that are on much fresher tyres, and then some that are on the wheel, and some are on their pad. Obviously, the pads, obviously notably, obviously a bit of wear on the front. And that, of course, was the first attempt of competing the fourth round of the GT World Series Nations Cup, the online qualifiers. And apologies once more, like, you know, for, well, how it all panned out. But although it's not really my fault with how the race panned out in the second lap, it was just very unfortunate to see what happened there. I'm going to open the ticket and, yep. I'm just going to have a little breather. And, yep. And thank you very much, Alex, for sharing the replay with us once more. And, obviously 5k credits is like noting it. So, and then we'll go into the skate movies. So I'm going to have a little breather before we do an 8 o'clock slot. So I have no idea what to expect on that one as well. So obviously I'm willing to go for a much better result, but hopefully a better qualifying as well. So that's what I'm going to do, guys and boys, girls. So I mean, this is the thing that I was more used with the controller, with the in some of the league racing types, some of the championship races, which I feel ultra competitive on the pad. Whereas on the wheel, then obviously that this is the only count that I have where obviously I've been ranking up through me rankings like about in daily races and so on in the past with this only account. So obviously that, although I did say to myself that I could making a new account about with the wheel, you know, just to showcase like what I could do with depending on how much time I have in normal circumstances. So obviously, yeah, it's just something that I was more used to in all honesty. But obviously, once I get properly into the groove with with just the tire wear itself on the wheel, then obviously just gonna have to be sure that just keeping those clean and don't spin as much or not go crazy. I was pushing a lot than ever, but so other than that, I'm gonna have to cut short there for now until I get back once more for the second attempt of the evening and see if I could get a better result than the P11. So anybody liking the content, anybody liking the content I do, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't, and push the notification buttons as well. Other than that, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care all, and peace. Bye bye.